And I remember he was big on every year he'd do two things. He'd buy a brand new Cadillac, and he'd buy a brand new World Almanac. And he would read the almanac. You know how much information is in the World Almanac. He'd read it. So I want to credit my interest in history with my grandfather. He was an author too, and he spoke occasionally. He had a big tourist attraction in Florida, so you know how he got his money, called Africa USA. It was on the cover of Life magazine at one time. It actually beat out Disneyland in California for the cover. And I'm going to have to show you this because I said I would. So I grew up with African animals. And right there is one of about 3 or 4 bites from a chimpanzee. Her name was Margaret. She lived in the house with us, much to my chagrin. And it was a little bit of sibling rivalry occasionally. And I was playing with some Margaret's toys, and she said, and bit me. Oh, it was terrible. And my grandmother was a little bit of a health nut. She didn't want me to be, she didn't believe in surgery, or she wasn't a Christian Scientist, but she said, just let it heal, put it out in the sun. So that's what I did for one summer. I'm not a historian. I never really liked history until I started getting old and I started living it and started realizing that, my grandfather was part of the history that I remember now, and that my dad was part of the history I remember now, World War II. And even my own life is part of history. And I think of history, and that's why I wanted to kind of preface this so you don't come with too many expectations about a history lecture, is really all about evolution. The evolution of who we are, the evolution of our society, the evolution of us as people in relationships, in our successes, what we do, where we go. And it's interesting, as you look back and sideways and up and down and under rocks, you begin to see things that that look like they were from a time gone by. You look at things, I go out to Sandy Hook and I see all these little electrical components, and I wonder, what the heck were they, And I start thinking, my body's starting to feel like some of these things, But you wonder, how is the world going to change? And you're part of that evolution. We're all part of that evolution. And it's interesting when you look at everything that's going on in Middletown, from the early days when it was Middletown Point, the 3 big towns. I don't think so much about the dates. I just think about everything that we've gone through. The early days in the 1600s, I'm going to show you some videos tonight. There weren't a lot of people here in this country. At one time, there were 300 people. We were at war with the local Native Americans here. The Dutch were at war with the English. We were at war with the British. And a lot of the kids today I teach. And so I'm a substitute school teacher, and the reason I like that is because I can teach every grade. I can teach pre-K, which I do, kindergarten, first grade. I've taught all the grades up to college. And what I like about it is part of the evolution. You see the kids changing, you see them learning. And that's kind of what we're doing too. Just sound like a preacher.